What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. Hello, Batman. I'm a failed franchise. Talk about killing a golden goose, and I want to just say that I called this way back then with this one.
Hello, Batman. I'm non-binary now.
And then, of course, that Joker DLC came out and basically was exactly that with a bunch of weird-ass comments and backstory. Would it surprise anyone? And of course, thank you. This is what Sweet Baby Inc. This is their grand showcase. This is what really brought everyone, their attention to everyone. And shout out Az for, calling it out over a year before even this came out. And really, it was, of course, because of any and all of the Batmans they had to kill in their Suicide Squad game. Because, yeah, in a game called Kill the Justice League, one might assume that you kill some of the Justice League, that you chose Kevin Conroy Batman, that specifically the Arkham Knight version, which is largely considered to be, I'm on a lot of streams these days, and across the board, you know what the one thing that almost all fans agree with, that no hot take ever, 100% is when you say that Kevin Conroy is the definitive Batman, that specifically his Arkham version is the best, most accurate version from comic to in motion that we've seen ever, because it's an extension of the animated series, basically, which is also a long way to go. This is why this messed up. Warner Brothers Discovery admits to taking $200 million loss on Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League. And we wonder why game companies and people are just being fired left and right. In providing financial confirmation to the live service title's reputation as one of the worst overall disasters in the history of video games. Oh, documentaries will be made. Warner Brothers Discovery has admitted that the absolute failure of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has ultimately resulted in a $200 million hit to their bottom line. Yeah, if anyone's ever making a documentary about gaming, Sweet Baby Inc. and their influence on Suicide Squad and the loss and the outrage will have to be in it. And the Helldivers 2, Sony, and them giving in to the linking, that will have to be in it, of how quickly that happened. The concession to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League failure was offered by WBD CEO David Zaslav. We're hearing a lot of him these days, and CFO, that's a Chief Financial Officer, Gunnar Windenfels, during the company's Q1's 2024 earnings call on May 9th. Yeah, we got a lot of juicy info of that, including the new Gollum movie. Aren't you excited for the precious? The first to speak to the topic was Zaslav, who in his opening remarks briefly noted to investors that, unfortunately, the studio's in Q1 financials were overshadowed by the tough competition at games following the great performance of Hogwarts Legacy. No matter how good or bad Hogwarts Legacy was, I played it. It's good. It just needed more content. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was never going to be good with your race-swapped Deadshot, who was shaming Jon Stewart because he was black, and a space cop, and the peeing on the Flash, and the killing, ignominious killing, I might add, of Kevin Conroy. No, Kevin Conroy's Batman, regardless if it was his last role or not. The Arkhamverse Batman, having that done to him was never going to fly. Later expanding on this information while breaking down the studio's quarterly financials, the CFO would further detail the $400 million plus over-year decline. Jesus, the $400 million plus year-over-year decline in Q1 was primarily due to the very tough competition we faced in games against the success of Hogwarts Legacy last year in the first quarter, in conjunction with the disappointing Suicide Squad release. This is called cope. No. Per the aforementioned earnings, concordedly, fell roughly 70% compared to the prior year, dropping $607 million in 2023 to just $184 million. Jesus, in 2024. That's not good. And the coof is long since over. And if anything, video games are the ones that can't blame any illnesses that keep you inside. This is what we were doing when we were trapped inside. So if anything, any of that would have made them go up. According to WBD, this decline was largely caused with what little damage mitigation could have been done by delivered to theatrical review. How? I'm trying to think of what they're trying to cope here. The decline was largely caused by Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Oh, okay. And whatever little damage mitigation was done by Dune Part 2, whatever they made from Dune Part 2, was then ruined by Wonka and Aquaman the Lost Kingdom. I can read. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. So that makes sense. So Suicide Squad wrecked them. Dune made some. I went to see it twice. It was good. And then whatever money that nullified, Aquaman Lost Kingdom, which wasn't horrible, but yeah, I was never going to go. And then Wonka, another one that was like, I guess everyone likes Timothée Chalamet, and he wasn't horrible at the singing, but that was never going to be something everyone was going for. Interestingly, while this is the first time the company has provided financial details regarding the fact, it is not the first time WBD has copped to Suicide Squad's failure. Yeah, but they did. And explain it was 200 million. No, last time they blamed Hogwarts Legacy, essentially a kid's Hogwarts game, even though obviously mostly adults were playing it because we've all grown up since we read the books and stuff. But still, that is not the reason this failed. Yeah, that's them just trying to cope with that back then. You can see here now before we end this. Look, their current player base. This was just taken the other day. 106 people in the world, well, that have access to Steam, right? We found out that that's far fewer than we actually think, but yeah, only 100 people playing it. I'm sure they think the gameplay is great.
Oh my god, they think non-binary Joker's the best.
I don't. No one else does. So thanks, guys. Thanks. Proving the old adage, I believe invented by Jeremy from The Quartering. Go woke. Go broke. Let me know what you think of this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. I really, and you are doing it. We're almost at like 50 or 62, 4,000. And thank you so much for that. So if you've done that, thank you. And if you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.